Welcome back, everyone. I'm just redoing the Maxtrax Indeflate review I did previously. I just wanted to fix up a couple of things. The video wasn't so flash at the background, so I wanted to try and clean it up. So this is the review of the Maxtrax Indeflate. So it comes in a nice bag like this. This is provided by one of our members. Brill was really nice enough to give me this so I could test it out. And put this video together. So you come in a bag, and this one is the one where you're able to do two tires at once. So unzip the bag and you come out with the device like this. It has the two clips where you can clip it onto your tires, and the central bit, which is obviously where you read your either kph or psi, whichever one you want to use yourself. Then it has down the bottom where you can plug it in to your compressor. For the life of me, the word jumped out of my head. And the middle section is the slide where you open up the two holes that sit either side that let the air out when you're deflating. And it does the two tires simultaneously, and it can either be done when they're sitting on, see there, you can see clearly the kph and psi ratings. Does two tires simultaneously. I believe there is a 4-tire option. I mean, if you're doing two at the same time, it's fine. I do use this device. This has worked great for me in the past, this digital readout, but for some reason it didn't want to work today, on the day I tried to use it. So I fiddled around with it for a sec before I revert to another tire pressure device that does great from 10 psi up. Does a really good job. Unfortunately, it's not as clear on the video to see the details, but this tire I'm sitting on is 44, which is the tire pressure it needs to be on. The other side, when we go around there, you'll be able to see that it's sitting on a lower tire pressure around, I think it was 33. But you can do them at both the same tire pressure or different tire pressures. I just wanted to be able to show that on multiple occasions, regardless of the tire pressures on either tire. So this is the other device I get. This is one I got from Super Cheap as part of there you go, you can see that one's when I stopped moving it. It's because of the sun was really bad, but there you can see it's 44, which is what it's supposed to be. So the other side I'll test out, and they'll sit roughly on, so this is the other side, so this tire is a little bit lower, so I made this a little bit lower just on purpose to be able to test it. You got to move your hand out the way, and you can see how it slides down slightly, and it sits on about 35, 33, I think it was from memory. And then all you do is see, unfortunately, yeah, there you can see it finally comes up. It's really bad with the sun. Sometimes that video doesn't quite give you the nice zoom in on the elements you want it to zoom in on without touching it, which makes the camera work a little bit more jittery. Anyway, so you attach both sides of your tire rump. It's a simple matter of clipping them on. That's how easy it is. And then once you clip it on, and once it's attached properly, the tire device will actually give you a proper readout. I actually get to go back and fix the other side up because it wasn't attached properly. So when you slide it up, it'll give you a readout of approximately what both of them are roughly, because you can see there it's sitting just below 40. So that's what both sides put together and then evened out. So when you slide it down, so they're both on. When you slide it down, it takes less than 30 seconds roughly, I think, to deflate them, even though I push it up and down every now and again just to check where I was sitting. That's the only downside of it, is that the fact that you have to, and all, to be honest, all deflation devices, I haven't come across one that actually shows you as it comes down what it is sitting at as it goes down. So it's not like it's there's another device that does it, but it'd be fantastic if it did give you one, so that you could keep going until you were exactly on the mark you wanted, rather than checking it every now and again. That's the only thing that I would nitpick at, because to be honest, I thought it's a fantastic device. It is a little bit on the expensive side, but the speed to deflate the tires, the fact that it gets regardless of what pressure your tyre is sitting on, it'll make sure that whatever you select for both tyres will be equal. So the fact that that is going to happen, you do 2 at one time, takes about 30 seconds roughly to get to 20, which is what I usually start with. So about a minute to do all 4 really is pretty good time frame to deflate your tyres and to make sure that they set up at exactly what you're getting on the readout on your on the dial there. I do a quick test to show you with the PSI ruler that it does sit on that, and also show you on the, I think on the Servo's one that it's pretty much perfect. I think it sits on 21, so it's pretty accurate as far as what you're getting for the readout when you test your tyre pressures. So it's good to have a good tyre pressure gauge that it's able to give you an accurate readout. See, that sits on about 21, and the other side takes me a little bit to actually get it to focus on the thing, but anyway, it sits on 21. So my opinion is, I think it's a fantastic device. Yeah, cons is a little bit expensive. That's probably my major thing, is that it's more expensive than most other ones, but being able to do the positives, i.e. it doesn't matter what pressure is reading on either side, you're going to get the same readout when you finish, and the speed more than outweigh, I think, the cost that you would get to involve it, and the fact that then you can use it to inflate your 2 tyres would make up for that. So in all, I think it's well worth it, and there will be a review on the inflation portion to make sure that the inflation works on the same way. It doesn't matter what you start out at, both tyres end up at the same pressure. So if it does that, I'd be saying it'd be well worth purchasing either this one. I know there are other brands that do the same similar stuff, so I'd like to test that. Yeah, you can see there it sits at 21. So there are other brands that do the same type of versions, so we'll see how they go as well. But my opinion is, I think it's a great device for what it is.